Hi YouTube, please give me a moment as I go live on Facebook. Be right back with you. Hey, what's going on everybody? I am Sami Abu Saad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Welcome to the weekend edition of the Strategic Swing Trader. As always, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be going over the market and we'll be going over some actionable swing ideas for next week. Before I start though, please, if you like this button, be sure to, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and also check out the links in the description below. And also, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. With that out of the way, we'll go ahead and get started. First, as always, I hope you're doing well in this earnings season. I don't think this has been the easiest earnings season ever, but you have to kind of adapt. As I tell my students every day, that the most difficult most challenging skill that I had to learn was to become adaptable, to adapt to the ever-changing market environment. With technology now running the market pretty much, we have to constantly be adapting. In the past, we didn't have to adapt as much, I think, but these days we have to constantly be adapting to the, again, ever-changing market environment. And if you are, you'll find success no matter what the market throws at you, no matter what the market environment is. Okay, market remains bullish. Last week I said basically all out bullish. This week I'm going to say the same. Not that this is a runaway bullish market, it's a grindy uptrend. But as I just said yesterday in the room, that if the market is bullish, it won't even pull back to the 20 MA. It'll just keep going until it accelerates. Every time we try to come in, some negative news here, there, about China, about whatever, and the market is very resilient, goes right back above the 20 MA on the hourly chart. Again, this could go on for a while longer until usually we accelerate. If we look at the last run up we had, well, this we didn't really accelerate, we just broke down. We had some news and then we broke down. But look, the last one before that, we accelerated. See that vertical move up here and then rolled over. So until we accelerate, I don't think this market is going to roll over. Okay, if we might not even accelerate. Until we accelerate, I don't think the market will turn bearish. So for now, the bias should remain bullish, in my opinion. Okay. All right. In terms of ideas for next week, here's what I got for you. AMBA is a beautiful AMBA, a beautiful weekly buy setup. So check it out on the weekly time frame. It triggered already. I had it as an idea last week, but I didn't take it. Okay, if you watched last week's video on the weekend, last weekend, you would have seen that AMBA was on the list, and it triggered the weekly buy setup. I didn't do it, but I'm looking to join in over the base on AMBA, okay, as a weekly buy setup. This is bullish. And look at the stock, on fire, right? On fire. Weekly just broke out. Okay, so this would be a continuation 1, 2, 3 on the weekly time frame. So I like bro higher. Okay, CPG is a weekly buy setup, and the daily is a breakout. So I really like CPG. I don't think it's ready to go for Monday, but you can watch it the rest of the week for it to break out over the base. So I really do like CPG as a weekly buy setup. DXC is a transition A on the daily chart. So as a long, it's like these CLVS. We saw that transition A and exploded 38% yesterday. The True, but that gapped, right? It transitioned on the daily chart and then gapped up. So this is similar. NKTR, same thing, transition A. So this is similar. It's a technology. It's not a biotech, but similar. FISV is a 1, 2, 3 after a breakout on the daily chart. So I like it, okay? FISV is like bro. I like bro a little bit more for sure, but it's the same kind of idea. NVAX is a transition A, that like the ones that I showed you, the CLVS. Actually, I think PBYI is also a transition A. Yeah, but we need an entry. It's already too late now. So NVAX is similar to all the ones that I showed you that are transitioning on the daily chart. PLT. Oh, PLT is a reversal play. It's like residue, which I played long last week, and then I got out of it under 1024, I think. So right here, yeah, 1024, 1026. So it's the same. Big gap down after a big sell-off, and then it broke out. So the PLT would be the same. Long would be over this bar's high, 25.58. Stop under the low, 24.28. So I like it as a long. PXLW is a retest, is a big fall to support. So it would be an hourly based breakout right here. It's not one of the ones that I picked for SST members, for strategic swing traders. It's not one of the 4 that I picked, but it looks okay. By the way, if you're in the strategic swing trader, you can log on to your account right now and you will see which ones I am going to be playing on Monday. All right, you can actually go ahead and put the orders in the system if that's what you want, or you can wait until the newsletter comes out at 8:30 on Monday, 8:30 a.m. 10 is a breakout. It transitioned already successfully on the daily chart into stage 2 uptrend, so now it's setting up as a breakout. Shorts are even better in my opinion. CHRW, beautiful sell setup, looks good to me short. So entry would be under this red bar's low, stop above the pivot. I like the CHRW. FLDM, I regret not doing it as an earnings play short, but I didn't. And then now has a 1, 2, 3. It already triggered yesterday, but it didn't really go anywhere. So I like it lower under 2. This looks beautiful, 230. Okay, as a short. FLDM. Now, some of you might think, well, this is $2. How far can it go? It can go down to 0. It does not matter what the price of the stock. If you short a $12 stock and you cover it at 6, you would make 50%. If you short it at $2 and you cover it at 1, you'll make also 50%. So the price of the stock absolutely does not matter. Yesterday, how did we do on the MDR? Yesterday, it dropped 20-some%. We had it short as a swing play. Covered it at I don't remember the exact exit, 96 over the 5-minute bars high, 95 cents or so. Something like this right here. Yeah, 95 cents, 96 cents. And it was a short. Biggest mistake this last month actually was not shorting the TEUM. Right? Biggest mistake for me as a swing trader, not shorting this. $1.16 and it dropped in 2 days. No, not in 2 days. In a few days, it dropped to 30 cents. 70% gain. No, more, 80%. If I had done it, but I didn't do it. So the price of the stock does not matter at all. MDR made money as a swing trade. It even made, I think, a tiny bit of money yesterday as a day trade. Let me actually check. What's the date yesterday? The 8th. The 8th. So here's the 8th. Yeah, it made $250, 247 MDR yesterday. But the point is, it does not matter. The price of stock absolutely does not matter unless you're playing options, right? So I like the FLDM a lot. I like the VSDM a lot, which is also another $1 stock. What I say about the low price stocks when if one is shorting them is you have to make sure that you consider your entire investment at risk, because sometimes they do gap a lot, of course. So you just want to make sure you're careful with the share sizing. Otherwise, the pattern applies whether it's a $1,000 stock or $1 stock. Applies the same. Applies exactly the same. Okay, I told you that I picked 4 for strategic swing traders tomorrow. VSTM is one of them. Just so you know, I am going to be doing the VSTM if it breaks under the low of the day. Notice how it broke out, and that's a breakout failure. So if it breaks under the daily lows, I'm actually going to be playing it short. VSTM. All right, so we're talking about FLDM and VSTM. Next on the list is Mobile. Is a daily sell setup. It triggered already as a short, so really should have gotten in it yesterday, but I didn't. So that's a little late. 6 is a daily sell setup. One thing about 6 that's not great is if you look at the hourly chart, you'll see that it's above the moving average. So usually when it is, I like to let it go and then do the next entry, like so, on the next sell setup. Or I like to let it break and then base, either a base or a secondary sell setup. That's the only thing, but I like it short. I don't dislike it at all. It's like the CHRW, but the CHRW I think is slightly better. So 6 and the CHRW are very similar. TAP was an earnings play a couple of weeks ago, I guess, or a week and a half ago here as a short, and then now has a sell setup plus a 1, 2, 3. So short would be under this bar's low, stop above the high. TDS is a sell setup, so under the base, stop above it. UAA is a sell setup plus a 1, 2, 3. So the entry for this would be under 1740 by 1791. And then VSTM we went over. WU is Western Union going totally climactic. So as soon as it breaks the prior bar's low on the daily chart, I like it as a short. WU is totally going climo. Who would have thought Western Union would be moving like this? Right? It's just crazy to me that Western Union, an old technology, that would be doing so well, right? I hope you did the Roku last week. Remember, I called the Roku in last week's video as a short, right? As a short, triggered. The truth is, I didn't hold it through earnings. It reported earnings. But if you did, wow, home run. But that worked as a short, and then it worked as an earnings play. I didn't do it. Speaking of earnings plays, if you would like to participate in my earnings calls, feel free to check out the link below in the description below, and you can actually join me for the next 30 days for just $49. It's almost free. Okay, if you'd like to participate in some of the earnings plays, just so you know, this is yesterday, $4,400, and so you could have participated in that the day before. The day before was 15K. The day before, right? Biggest play was Party, PRTY. I don't know where it is. Here it is. Here's Party. Biggest play by far. It made almost $9,000 out of the 19 the last 2 days. Party made, I guess, slightly just above $9,000. The short on PRTY, and I'm putting 15K in each play, 15,000 in each play, basically, and in a couple days, almost 20K, as you can see. So the point here is to say, if you'd like to participate in these plays, I call them live in the. I send out an alert to strategic swing traders, and you can join me for the next 30 days for just $49. It's really dirt cheap. Again, link is in the description, or reach out to customer service at T3 Live. Okay, one last thing here before we wrap it up is Bitcoin. Yesterday we had somebody in the room ask and say, are you still tracking Bitcoin and trading Bitcoin? I said, tracking, yes. Trading, no. I have it as part of this. This is from TradingView, right? So tradingview.com, right? And this comes up, the tab for Bitcoin, for the Bitcoin chart, comes up as part of my homepage, okay? So I look at Bitcoin every single day, but that doesn't mean I'm trading it right now. It is pure garbage. It's just all over the place right now. So I'm not trading it because here, look at this, broke down, right? And then tried to go higher and then broke down. And then news came from China that I think the Chinese president said, oh, we should adopt the technology. It exploded higher. And now a couple of days ago, it triggered long, and now it's failing. It's just pure junk. I'd lose money if I were to trade it right now. So I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for a pattern to emerge before I get involved in Bitcoin again. I certainly enjoy trading the cryptocurrency market, but at the moment it is absolutely sloppy and choppy, and I mean, as bad as it gets. So we'll let it rest. We'll let it just clean itself up, and we will wait for a pattern to emerge before I start to get involved again. All right. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update, since I haven't been talking about Bitcoin. I haven't been talking again for a reason, because it just hasn't been playable. All right. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to customer service, info@t3live.com. Again, info at t3live.com. If you want to join me in the strategic day trader chat room, day trading every day. Right now, not big. We don't have big. I'm not making big money in the day trading, but that's 2 days ago. This is yesterday, right? So small money, but that's just the way. That's what's available right now to me. And if so be sure to check out the link if you'd like to join me in the strategic day trader room. If you'd like to join me in the newsletter also, it's only $49 for the first 30 days. Okay, it's really dirt cheap. You can try it out, see how it works for you, and then cancel it anytime if it doesn't. But I believe it will. You'll like it a lot. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I will talk to you on Tuesday, back to our regular Tuesday evening lesson series. So I'll be back with another video on Tuesday. I was out for a couple of weeks sick, and then teaching the mentorship in New York City. But now that I'm back home, we'll be back to our normal schedule. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Take care.